So when we talk about the Epstein file, right? People been talking about the Epstein file. They said they released the Epstein file. This was like a while back, right? How many years has it been people talking about this? How many years? Now, people do not question themselves. What is happening? What is it like? Who was he hanging out with? Who's in his circle? I mean, you see it, but how many of you guys actually question who was in his circle? You get what I mean? So check out this video. I just found this out. Let's check it out. Let's watch it, and then we're gonna comment what we think, what we know, or what we may know after the video. Let's go.
Shell. For the first time, we now know Vice President J.D. Vance has been deeply embedded in the White House's Epstein cover-up operation, and he's been running strategy sessions from the Situation Room. Watch this.
Look, I think the fact that the vice president has clearly been so engaged in directing what's going on at the White House, the messaging, what the strategy should be around the Epstein files is actually really significant. The fact that Susie Wiles has clearly been more involved in this cover-up in the way that the White House has rolled out the Epstein files, the directions being given to Bondi, to Patel, I think is pretty stunning. And so what it does for us is it really, for me, ensures that we have to fight to get all of these folks in front of the Oversight Committee. The vice president has a lot of questions to answer. Susie Wiles has questions to answer. Clearly, members of the FBI at every level have to provide us with more information.
For months, the White House has faced mounting pressure over the handling of Epstein-related documents, the controversial DOJ memo downplaying a client list, and persistent questions about high-level connections. Now, according to bombshell accounts and recent reporting, including details from an upcoming book by Maggie Haberman and Jonathan Swan, Vance didn't just sit on the sidelines. He was reportedly in the middle of it. Epstein's web of influence touched the highest levels of power, finance, and politics. For years, promises of full transparency clashed with delays, denials, and selective releases. Bombshell. For the first time, we now know
we really are still talking about the Epstein's files. Okay, people still talking about it. I said this many times. You're never gonna get what you're looking for. Whoever's out there trying to get the Epstein's files or the Epstein file, whatever you are looking for, you're never gonna find it. Or let me rephrase that: you're gonna find it, but you're not gonna find what you really are looking for. You will never find what you're looking for. You get what I'm saying? You will never find it. So you just got to stop and move on. Move on, bro. How many years has it been? How many years? The people are still out here. Like, don't you understand, okay? Don't you understand that the Epstein's files or Epstein himself was connected? You heard what she said. She said high-level connection. Something like that, right? She said high-level connection. When you talk about Epstein, you're talking about people high up, okay? We are talking about the people high up there. So really, you're asking yourself, are we ever going to get it? No, we are not going to get it. We're not going to get it. Tell me who your friends are and I'll tell you who you are. Who was Epstein hanging out with? Who was he hanging out with? I mean, look at history. I don't even get to say anything. Just look at history. Who was there? Okay? Who was he hanging out with? Who was in his circle? That's it. You got your question. You got your answer. Okay? You got your answer. Stop looking. Stop questioning. You're never going to find it. It's just a fact, man. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? How many years? Come on.
Something we want to create there. So we're very excited.
I'm excited too, Ivanka. I'm really excited for you guys. When we talk about these architects that have a vision and these masters, I'm sure we're also referring to people like, Jared Kushner and Bibi Netanyahu. They had a vision. It was, look at all this land in Palestine. We kind of need a fake incident called October 7th in which we are the masters of it. And then we're going to claim to be victims. Then we're going to wipe out an entire population. And it is true that people do like to live along white sandy beaches and jump off of yachts with their friends and swim. And I'm glad she acknowledged that. I'm sure the Palestinians would like to live like that, but they can't. So it took a true master and an architect to think through cutting off their water and starving them and effectively driving them into a concentration camp and allowing them all to be murdered so that Ivanka Trump could be on her friend's boat. And when she says her friend's boat, okay, she's talking about Nathan Rothschild. Okay, it's a Rothschild. This isn't just anybody. It's like, the makers of the universe kind of a family who say things like incest is best, right? Pull people into power. Sure, they've been accused since the beginning of time of being Satanists and Baal worshippers, but don't let that get in the way of a good swim off the coastline of Albania. And I really want to focus on the asinine story that she just told, because I'm wondering, who's it for? Who's the story for? Ivanka said years ago, she got on her friend's boat and they decided to go for a swim. And they went for a swim and she said, and I quote, "That's effectively how we found the island." Well, who knew she was Leif Erikson? Ivanka the Red. Nobody knew who this island was before Ivanka and her friend Nat Rothschild. Probably was a small boat. It was probably something they just put together. Not a giant yacht with a GPS system that told them exactly which island they were going to. Because while we're on Zillow looking for apartments and houses, people of this caliber probably just look for islands. Islands and land that they can purchase, which is already owned by other countries and other people. And they go, that would be nice. Ooh, there's Palestine. That's got a really nice beachy coastline. There's a lot of humans on it, though. What are we going to do? We're going to October 7th. Yeah, that's a lot. And then we're going to say we're the victims after we mass murder people. So Ivanka wants you to believe that she's Ivanka the Red. She was just literally, she discovered an island, 2026. She was just swimming and she was like, "Jared, what is that? What, that looks, should we swim over there?" And Jared turned over to Nat Rothschild and he was like, "Do you guys know what that is?" And the captain of the yacht, the captains and the people who were serving them their napkins on the yacht, and the people, when you drop something, pick something up on the yacht and hit, and the chef and everybody got the wrong. They said, "No, we've never seen it. We can't tell you what it is. We were just steering this."
And that's something we want to create there. So we're very excited.
How do you discover? Okay, how do you discover an island, bro? How do you discover an island? And then you had it on the GPS. Come on, man. You cannot be serious. You cannot be serious, man. And Candace Owens, she's just the worst, okay? She's the worst. Like, what was that, dude? What is that? Boy, no way, boy. I'm out of here, dog. Shout out to Candace for this video. Shout out to everybody out there. Thank you for watching. Appreciate you guys. Yes, sir.
Know this easily. I'm praying to the sky and I got no fear. That's right, bro, I got no fear. Every day in my head, every day in my ears. Yeah, every day in my ears. The one drop me down and yeah, that's clear. Yeah, everything is not clear. This the end, then everything's clear. That's right, the end is near. Get away from me. All these demons, get away from me.